originally, the book started out as a way of just chronicling the extraordinary roller coaster that was the IPL and the Rajasthan Royals in the first few years. I think the first edition was actually called You Couldn't Script It. And then when Simon and I got together a couple of years ago to sort of review the material that I'd amassed over the years, we felt that actually the thing that was really missing was a book that unpacked the business of cricket and to some extent the business of sport. One of the extraordinary successes of the IPL has been how compelling it's been as a broadcast format, and an awful lot of that goes to the way the tournament was designed. I've always believed the essence of sport is unpredictable outcomes, and that's something that the design of the tournament has ensured happens with the IPL. We talk in the book a lot about the impact of private ownership and the importance of that in terms of bringing new capital and risk capital, because new tournaments require risk capital. We touch on how you maximize value within a sports franchise and within a sports tournament. And then we try and chart a little bit of a set of predictions about how the future is going to unfold for the game.
I think the great thing about the future and T20 is it's expanded the game, it's globalized the game, because resources are needed to run a test match team. You know, to have a successful test match team requires a good first class structure. It requires a lot of players. It requires quite a lot of grounds and obviously a lot of money. Whereas to run a T20 team or a T20 league doesn't require quite as many resources. And there are so many countries now trying to play the T20 format who would never contemplate playing test cricket because, you know, it's just impossible for a Nepal or an island even to probably run a successful test match team. But there's no reason why they can't play T20. And the IPL and other T20 forms of the game have made it expand.
Cricket is no different to any other sport in the sense that it's owned by the fans. It exists because of the fans and because of the grassroots participants. And actually, the reality is the behaviours and the needs of both fans and indeed of grassroots players who are more time scarce, who want more bite-sized experiences, are changing. So if Test cricket is going to survive, which I believe it can, to Simon's point, particularly in certain parts of the world, it is going to have to reconfigure.
T20 has really enhanced the test match product by, you know, if you think back to that amazing innings of Ben Stokes last summer at Headingley, that married, you know, old-fashioned test match technique of accumulation with incredible expansion and repertoire and audacity at the end of that innings. You know, added to that, I think the impact of the IPL, and we talk about this a lot in the book, is that it's increased the cricket's awareness to so many different communities. And I'm particularly thinking of women, actually. You know, now 40% of the viewers of the IPL are women. And, you know, we've kind of neglected, I think, for the last, you know, X number of years, cricket for women to try and get them more involved. Obviously, the women's game is expanding and so on. But, you know, to make the game attractive to women as well is something that we've kind of ignored, I think. And the IPL has done that brilliantly by bringing in, you know, things like music and dance and celebrities and film stars, as well as brilliant, skillful players. And so it's made the whole product much more attractive to everybody in the community.
We may not have won since 2008, but we are, I think, universally recognised as the most innovative franchise. On any analysis of player value creation, i.e. the amount we pay for a player and then what happens to that player's value over a period of time, you know, we come top. And I think we've made a huge impact to the lives of millions of people in India with our social work and our highlighting of social causes. And this year, you know, as important a focus for us as winning the tournament or competing in the tournament is the spotlight that we're shining on women's periods, which are undiscussable across huge parts of South Asia. Our principal sponsor is trying to change that, and using our digital content and using the incredible platform that is our players. If we can change attitudes around periods in India, we can make a massive difference through this tournament.
Cricket is such an innovative sport probably more so than any other sport. And we cover quite a lot of the innovations, and the IPL has brought in a few as well. So I suppose really that this book, A New Innings, is almost in part a celebration of innovation, because the IPL has inspired other similar tournaments. It's changed the way the game is played and operated and perceived. And I think that my message is, don't stifle innovation, be fearless, be adventurous, as Lalit Modi was when he set this up in the first place. And, look at England's success in the World Cup, which was based on fearlessness and, kind of expression, self-belief. This book sort of encapsulates all that. What we've also done actually is created a digital platform, because we want to hear from readers and listeners and viewers as well about this subject. We want to engage as many people as possible in the future of the game and the future of sport. So we've created a digital platform called Hive Learning. If you go to anewinnings.com, you'll get an automatic link to that site. And we just want to hear as much conversation and suggestion as possible to try and help the game and sport grow and maybe emulate the success of the IPL.